What is going on, guys? I am back with another review. Today I am reviewing the Google Pixel Buds. I'm gonna be going through some of the features of them, the things I like and don't like. Let's stop waiting. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. So some of the pros I want to talk about on the Google Pixel Buds, the small form factor. So they actually are decently small. I actually really like how tiny they are. I mean, look at the little guys. Look at these little guys. They're just so tiny. They're just so tiny. Get the little G logo in there. But yeah, they're really tiny. They definitely fit in the ear very well. They are really comfy. I really like them. They definitely fit snug. I haven't had a single issue as far as like them falling out. These are actually my main earbuds for the gym now. I use these every time I go to the gym. My first ones were the Powerbeats. The Powerbeats are big. Here, I'll grab them. Okay. They're big. They're cumbersome. They wrap around the ear, and I don't like that they wrap around the ear just because they tend to put unwanted pressure on the ear, and they tend to start hurting after a while. But these, I forget they're in there. They're really lightweight, and they have not fallen out at all. I was sprinting, I was running, I was doing heavy deadlifts, and so yeah, they passed that test. So another cool thing is the touch sensitivity. So they actually are touch sensitive. So when you put them in, you got some neat little touch swipe features that you can do. So like whenever you are out and about and you get a phone call, you can actually just tap and it'll answer it. If there's somebody that you don't want to talk to, or if you get a phone call and it's just you're busy, you can double tap and it'll actually reject the phone call. Swipe forward and backwards for volume up for swipe forward, volume down for swipe back. Of course, the single touch to pause and play music, single touch to answer the phone call, triple tap to go back a track, things like that. If you want to use the Google Assistant, you can press and hold. So you can access your Google Assistant. You press and hold it. It'll tell you about your day if you just let go. If you have a message, it'll tell you about the notification of the message that you have. If you want to make a phone call or text somebody, you don't have to pull out your phone. You don't have to do all of that. You can just press and hold and talk to the assistant. Now, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to trigger anybody's smart assistant, but you can say the "hey" phrase, and it will trigger that automatically. So you actually don't even have to press and hold it sometimes. Now, the only bad thing about that is it is kind of spotty whenever it comes to hearing you, because if it is a loud environment or you don't say it properly, so to say, it won't register. Like sometimes whenever I was doing it, it just didn't register. It was like a 50-50 shot, but it is definitely nice to have when it does work. They do have a very fast connection if you with the phone you're using, because I mean, as soon as you open them up, boom, they're connected and you're ready to go. The app that you use is actually very intuitive. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? So yeah, you definitely have a really neat little app there. Tells you the battery life of the buds, tells you, it's kind of bright, tells you the battery life of the buds on each one right there. You have your ability to look at notifications and preference, the way that Google Assistant says those to you. The find your device, so if you lose your buds, that's also another really cool thing that they have, is the find your buds feature. They have adaptive sound, so as you're walking, they will actually adjust the volume to how loud your surroundings are, which is actually really cool. So like say you're walking down a busy road and it recognizes a lot of traffic, it'll actually pump up the volume, or lower the volume. It'll lower the volume, but it also has really cool in-ear detection. So as soon as you take them out, it'll stop playing the music. That is the bad thing. It won't like keep playing in one ear and stop in the other, but it will stop and then immediately start playing back. Like I have maybe a half a second delay whenever it comes to it stopping and starting from taking it and putting it back in my ear. But you really can't customize the EQ in this, which is definitely a bad thing. But I'm okay with that because I have the EQ in my phone, which I like. I don't like messing with the EQ on the headphones because the one on my phone, where my I have the S10 Plus, it has a built-in DAC. So that's what I like to use whenever it comes to the equalizer that I use for sound, just because I like that one a lot better. But the another really cool feature is the wireless charging. So you could actually get a really nice wireless charger. Like, see, I have this Samsung one, like from when the first S8 when the S8 came out. So one of those convertible ones. It does fast charge, which is nice. But yeah, it's really nice. So you can actually have multiple around the house, and anytime. I actually have one in the kitchen. I have one in here. I have one at work. So I can actually, when I get done using them, I can just pop them on here, and they are ready to go next time I need them. But now I want to go ahead and talk about the cons, so to say, the things I really don't like about them. So like when I was in the gym, one of the bad things was accidental touches. Like say I do shoulder presses, or I'm doing something where my hands go over my head. I do accidentally touch them with, like, say I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt. I do end up accidentally touching them with my arm, and it does accidentally pause the music, and I don't like that. But then again, you're gonna have to compromise when you get touch sensitive earbuds. That happens with all of them. Whenever I would like skip a track, it would sometimes not skip. It would pause, or it would like quick pause, so to say. It'd pause and then start playing again. And so that was spotty. And sometimes whenever I'd skip tracks, it would be like 10-15 seconds into the song, which is very weird. I don't understand that at all. But yeah, that was definitely something that I didn't like. Another bad thing for like Apple users is it's only Google Assistant. You can't change it to Siri. You can't use Cortana. You can't use Alexa. Sorry. But yeah, you can't use, and you can't use any other smart assistant like Bixby or anything like that. But yeah, it's only Google. And that's nice for Android users, because I have a Samsung, but I never use Bixby. It's always Google. But unfortunate for Apple users. But yeah, so it still works with iPhone and Apple devices like iPads, Macs, all that stuff. It still works awesome as far as sound quality goes. But I mean, it's just not the ideal choice. If you're looking for convenience, you definitely would do a little bit better going with like AirPods or AirPods Pro. And that does, of course, lead me into my next one. Next con is it doesn't have noise canceling. Now, some people don't care. Me, I'm not entirely. It's not like a deal breaker. I do have my Sonys for that, so those do a very good job. If I'm like going on a train trip or a car ride, or I'm going on a plane, I have my over-ear WH-1000s and my in-ear WF-1000s. So I'm set there, so I'm not upset with that. These are my daily drivers. I take these wherever I go just because they're convenient. They're small. It's kind of like Apple users with the AirPods. They're just really small and nice. Yeah, it's definitely an Android person's earbud, so to say. But another okay but bad thing is the battery life. They only have 5 hours of battery, but I mean, how can you complain? They're tiny. They're itty bitty, so you can't really complain with that. The case has 24 hours in it, so I mean, if you're out and about and you use them for a couple hours, you just pop them back in there. It's gonna keep them fully charged. I think I've had these things for about a week and a half, just testing them out, things like that, and I've only had to charge a case once, and it wasn't even fully dead. It was like 26%, and I've used them every day, and I'm not kidding, every day. So battery life's okay when you have the case with it, so I wouldn't worry about them dying too soon. So next thing, we're going to get into the microphones. The microphones are actually decent. I am not that terribly upset with them. They do a very good job of blocking out ambient noise. So I'm going to do a short test here and test out them against the Galaxy Buds. So I have my Galaxy Buds here. These are just the first generation of the Galaxy Buds, not the Galaxy Buds Plus, because I just wanted to kind of give them a fair fight because they came out not necessarily around the same time, but within the time frame that they were close enough. So yeah, we're gonna get into that, and we'll be right back. All right, now I'm testing the mics on the Galaxy Buds, trying to put a little similar price point between the two Pixel Buds and Galaxy Buds. Gonna see how the mics on these sound compared to the Google Pixel Buds. So I'm gonna play some of that ambient noise, see how that sounds, see if everything is coming through loud and clear, because apparently they came out with some updates that help fix the microphones on these, because it only has one in each ear versus like the Pixel Buds Plus that has two in each ear. So hopefully I'm coming through good and it's blocking a lot of the ambient noise. Alright, I'm here testing the Google Pixel Buds. I can't really go outside and test it because it's raining right now, so I'm just here in my room testing it out. Got some office noise going on in the background. I got my PC going. I have my fan up above me. So hopefully everything is sounding like it should. I'm coming through clear. A lot of the background noise is getting blocked out. But yeah, let's get back to the video. All right, now that we have the microphones out of the way, we're going to talk a little bit about the sound quality. As you guys know, I am a audiophile. I have quite a few pair of headphones. As you can see, these are just a few. I have my wall of headphones over there. But I really like my sound. I do have tinnitus, so I hear ringing constantly. It's very quiet, and then I'll get spells where it just gets really loud. And so I always like to have a pair of headphones with me to help drown that out. And now it's the Pixel Buds, but before it was my Galaxy Buds, just because they were convenient. The sound quality on the Pixel Buds is actually very good. I was very surprised with them. With how small they are, they did a very good job with the drivers. They did just an amazing job. It is just, of course, a single driver, but they did. That's all I can really say. I really like them. The bass is not super heavy, but it's there. It is there. I'm not a bass heavy person. I thought I was young when I was younger, but no, I am not a bass heavy person. It muds out the mids and the highs, mostly your mids. You lose a lot of fidelity, but it is 20% or 30% of your sound. So I do really, really like having some bass in there, and they do a good job. The mids and highs are not super sharp. I can turn these things up almost all the way. Definitely not all the way because they do get loud, but mostly all the way, and I'm good. I'm great. But whenever I'm in the gym, I crank those things up because I want to get in the zone. I want to get pumped up. So that's usually what I do in the gym. But overall in all, I'll give them like a solid 8 out of 10 with the sound quality. Of course, like my Sonys, I'm usually like a 9 out of 10. Those things are phenomenal. I sold my AirPods Pro because I kept going back to those. I didn't have a need for the AirPods Pro. But yeah, that's definitely where I'm at with the sound on these. They're just phenomenal. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for my Pixel Buds review. If you did like it, please leave a like. Leave a comment on what headphones you think I should do next. I'm always open to ideas. I definitely really enjoy this. But if you're not subbed, definitely please leave a sub because it helps the channel grow. And if you want to see more reviews like this, more gameplay, it really helps the guy out. That's all I gotta say. But until next time, I love y'all. Stay blessed.